So, as you guys know, my name is Nikki, and I want to make it very clear before I start that I am much more than dirty sex jokes. With that being said, I am going to be telling you guys about the time I did get a vibrator stuck up my ass. So, straight men in the audience, butt stuff can be so scary. If at any point you feel unsafe or this kind of sex traumatizing, please, you are totally welcome to step out. Your exits are back there. So I do need to give you guys some context before I get into it. So I thought some audience participation would be great. Raise your hand if you've ever been sent sex toys anonymously. Who sent you them? Not a sex toy, but it counts. Sorry about it. It's okay, it's okay. Anyway! So, little context, it happened to me my junior year of high school. A fun fact about high school me is my favorite pickup line was to go to a random guy at a party and go, "Hey, do you want head?" Which is so mentally ill, you guys. I don't know what I was thinking, but also, what does it say about society that it works like 25% of the time? So, going back to the whole, son sex toys anonymously, I had just gotten back from a trip with my entire family, uncles, grandparents, cousins, you name them. And the first thing that we of course do is decide to all go back to my house, which is when my parents are like, "Nikki, you have a package here." And I was like, "What? Oh my god." I got 3 things, it sounded amazing. And so I start to open it, my whole family just starts to crowd behind me. Because they're like, "Oh my god, who the fuck has sent like anything anonymously nowadays?" And my uncle, who I hate. Hi, Brad. I know you're gonna watch this when you see the recording. I don't like you. He used to work in the FBI, so he's in the corner. He's on the phone with the bomb squad. Wow, why do you think people are out here trying to kill me, huh? And so I open up the package. First thing I see is a letter. I'm like, ugh, boring. I don't want to see that. Give me the good shit. And as I'm taking out the letter, I see a pregnancy test, and I'm like, oh. And I'm only up to my immediate family at this time, so I'm like, alright, I gotta play this off. Yo, bro, like, my girl needed one of these. My entire family started laughing, like, we are in the clear. But then I see the lube, the condoms, the chains, and the whips, everything else that excites me. And I'm like, oh, I'm in too deep now. So I start taking them out one by one, the entire room is silent. My poor grandma, who's like basically blind at this point, like God bless her heart, she turns to my cousin and she whispers and she's like, "I always knew there was something a little fruity about that." But unfortunately she did not whisper it to my cousin, she whispered it to me. That was so cool, you guys. And as I'm taking out the last of the stuff, it's when I encounter my biggest enemy to date, the Trojan vibrating personal massager bullet. In parentheses, and I'm like, alright, joke's on y'all, this is going straight out my ass. I stopped around doing this with my family, so I'm like, yo, what is all this gay shit? I'm like, this is not for me, what the fuck is this shit? No one laughed that time. It was very uncomfortable. And so at this point I'm like, alright, I need to find out who the fuck sent me this shit. So I finally open up the letter and all it says is, and I quote, "Nikki, you set my everything on fire. XOXO kisses." I immediately know Pastor Go did not send me this because I never tell any of them my name. So I was like, yeah, that's way too personal, you're not getting that information. And also I always think of plan B, so the pregnancy test, I was like, do I really need that? And so I immediately am going on the Finsta. I'm chronicling every single move. I'm like, which one of you fuckers sent me this shit? No one is confessing. I started to freak out. All of a sudden, every one of my followers were detecting. We're like, whose handwriting is this me? Who knows my address? Whose parents are both rich enough and absent enough in that stupid person's lives to let their kids spend hundreds of dollars on sex toys for a joke? No one confessed. So, still don't know who did it. So if anyone in the audience wants to confess something, speak now, please. Ever hold your peace. Anyone? Anyone? I was gonna say, you look like the type who would. So I never found it out, and unfortunately, this is where things start to get a little bit weird. Just a little bit, yeah. So like that, child's play. We're getting so obviously, I take it out, and it's a little bit shaped like a neck, and it has like a 5-foot wire attached to it for the remote. I obviously wait until I'm home alone. I'm like not some sex crazed maniac, you guys, right? And so, I'm not going to go into details. All I'm going to say is, I was not impressed. And so, you know, I finish, take that what you will, and I sit down, and I go to get out, and like, this motion, and nothing happens. I start freaking out. I'm home alone, naked and afraid. And all of a sudden, I kind of wish I had a partner to help me out with this. The partner play was not a joke. So nothing happens, so I start pacing around the little tail thingy with the remote attached. It's just trailing behind me the whole time. At some point, I have to wrap it around my shoulder because I kept tripping over it, and then it's, you know, connected in there. It hurts when you fall on it. There's a lot of tension. So eventually, natural instinct just sort of kicks in, and I just get into like a squat. And there's no easy way to put it. I kind of just like shit it out. To say the least, it was traumatizing. And then after that, I did not clean it, and I put it in my bedside dresser with all of my weed products. And I thought, no one will go in here. And then 5 months later, my mom was looking for tape because she couldn't find her arts and crafts section when I left. And I do not recommend the conversation that I had with my parents after that. So, moral of the story, everyone, do not open anonymous packages in front of your whole family. And if your uncle thinks that a bomb threat is imminent, let him take it. And I wish it killed you, Uncle Brad. Everybody, thank you so much.